Coming to you from Studios 1162, Vantage Point starts right now.
Hey Eagle Nation, and welcome to Vantage Point,
where we see you.
I'm Alicia Huang.
And I'm Sophie Nguyen. Here's the latest news.
Former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, who was convicted last month of murdering George Floyd, filed an appeal for a new trial earlier this week. Chauvin's attorney alleges that Chauvin's constitutional rights were violated when Judge Peter Cahill refused to change the venue of the trial, and that the pretrial publicity deprived the officer of a fair trial. Nelson also cites prosecutorial and jury misconduct, errors of law at trial, and a verdict that is contrary to law. It took the jury about 10 hours over a 2-day period to return a guilty verdict for the police officer, who had worked for the Minneapolis Police Department for around 19 years. Pfizer will seek emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccines for children ages 2 to 11 in September. The company's vaccine safety and efficacy study in children aged 6 months to 11 years old is still going. Pfizer has already applied for emergency use authorization for its coronavirus vaccine for teens and children ages 12 to 15. The FDA is poised to authorize Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine in the age group by early next week.
In school-related news, Interim Superintendent Dr. Brent Jones has appointed Rob Gannon as the Deputy Superintendent for Seattle Public Schools. Gannon served previously as the General Manager of King County Metro, transforming the agency and leading it to recognition as the nation's top transit agency in 2018. As the transit agency's Chief Executive Officer, Gannon was accountable for all facets for the agency performance, leading the senior staff and management of over 5,000 employees. The PTSA is looking for new members to fill board positions that will be vacated at the end of the school year. This year's board has streamlined several processes to make it easier for parents to get involved. Elections will be held during the June meeting. Any parent who is interested in serving on the PTSA board should send inquiries to the email below. The group's next meeting is on Monday, May 10th at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom.
Sunday is Mother's Day, and there are several CHS staff members who will be celebrating as new moms and dads. 7 Cleveland teachers welcome new babies this year, and 1 more eagle will arrive in the nest in June. We spoke to some of these teachers to find out what it's like to have a new baby during a pandemic.
So it never really bothered me, but like I labored with a mask on, and I'd heard you could take it off when you were actually giving birth, but I just forgot about it. And then I just when she was born, I went to kiss her and I kissed her with the mask on, and I was like, can I take this off? And they were like, yeah, take it off. So that was a little weird. My first kiss to her was with a mask.
I guess it was pretty cool, I guess, just because everybody was kind of home and so I got to spend a lot more time with her. So that was kind of cool. However, based on what Hillary was saying, we didn't see anybody for the first 2 months, any family. So that was pretty tough, not being able to see family at the beginning until people were more vaccinated.
I've definitely had some moments where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so sick of taking care of people. I just don't. I'm just I just want to eat dinner and not have to take care of people. But there's obviously lots of joy that comes from it. But I think that's the hardest thing, is not being able to, there's no days off or even hours off.
It was the hardest thing. It's basically time for yourself. You're always taking care of something, somebody.
It is the job of ASB officers to be the voice for the school. Do you want to lend your voice to the conversation? Then now's your chance to run for office. ASB officers oversee school-wide events like homecoming, assemblies, and school dances. They also meet often with school leaders to serve as advocates for the student body.
I wanted to let you know that being an ASB is super important because it allows you to grow your leadership skills. Being a leader is something that's super valuable, and it's something that companies, when you're out there looking for a job, look for in a person. Being a leader means helping others and guiding others to reach a common goal for, everyone's well-being. So you should definitely look to running for ASB.
Students who are interested in running need to submit their speech to Activity Coordinator Casey Campbell by Friday, May 21st. Elections will take place on Wednesday, May 26th during advisory. Eagles, it's time to get loud. Tryouts for the 2021-22 cheerleading squad starts Monday. Practice will be held from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Cleveland Playfield. Final tryouts will take place on May 13th. If you're interested in trying out for the cheerleading squad, sign up at the link below.
Seniors, cap and gowns will be distributed Tuesday, May 11th from 1 to 3 p.m. in the main parking lot. If you're unable to pick up your gowns on May 11th, you can grab it on May 19th at the next supply distribution day. If seniors filled out the information form at the beginning of the year, a gown is available for you to purchase. Simply call National Achiever at 425-357-1338 to place your order. Vantage Point is starting a new segment called Senior Shoutout to highlight the achievements of the class of 2021. If you got accepted into your dream school, let's shout it out. Did you get a bunch of scholarships? We need to shout it out. Are you going out of state to college? We want to shout it out. Let the Vantage Point team celebrate you. Send your nominations to tinyurl.com/CHS Senior Shoutout.
Well, that's it for this episode. It's been a pleasure for us to see you from this vantage point.
And Eagles, we only have 29 days until the last day of school. And if you take out Wednesdays, that's only 26 days. So until next time, I'm Alicia Huang.
And I'm Sophie Nguyen.
Stay fly, Eagles, and keep soaring on.